Live from Virginia, USA. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Sherifa Nakalema, live from Virginia, USA. Today we are talking money blocks. Money blocks, money blocks. Please say hello in the chat so I know where you are and I know who you are, especially if you're coming from TikTok, if you are here for the first time. If you are here for the first time, but all of you also, put hello, hello in the chat. Yes, I see. Charles, today you got it in time. Please don't disappear. There is a lot to learn. I'm talking money blocks. Do you have money? Are you blocking money from your life? Those of you who watch it later, I'm going to share how you could find out that you actually been blocking money from your life. Can you imagine that? And then I'm going to share how you get to a free quiz. If you're not so sure, after the free question I'm going to ask you, if you're not so sure and you want to find out for sure, if you really, from this, if you don't still doubt, you go take a quiz. It's a free quiz. Then they're going to ask you a few questions and find out if you really have these money blocks, if you are blocking money and prosperity from your life. And they offer solutions. They offer solutions for you. So welcome, welcome. For you people, I see you on the side. Please put hello in the chat. Please don't be on the sideline. Let's know who you are. Say hello, hello in the chat. Look for the chat. Put hello, hello. And please share. These are important things. These are important things. We all want money, right? Share, invite your friends. Let's see this. I recorded a video about this before. It's on my channel. In fact, I'm going, after this, I will put it in the top comments so you can get to it. If you're watching it later, I recorded a real video where I sat down and discussed this. But now we're doing this live. You know, when I will do live, we find ourselves talking about other things, mixing it up. But it's more fun live. But the other one was like a real video I recorded. So if you watch this later, I'll put a link, it will be in the top comments on this video. And that's a former video I did on this channel. That was like a year ago. But now I'm back on the same topic because I see people, you're not rich yet. Where is the money? Where is the money? Magara, but hello, hello. So please, don't be on the sidelines. I see you on the side. Please type in the chat. You say hello, hello, where are you? Where are you? Which country? I think you are Charles, you are in UAE, right? I don't see you much. I don't see you much. And you see, I feel bad when I start on the topic and then other people come and they find it in the middle. But we are talking about money blocks. The experts are saying that, yes, I know you are in UAE, yeah. We are not recording more videos, Charles. Record. Do more TikToks. Share with me. Okay? I want to support you. How many TikTok followers do you have now? Charles, you know, if you have 1,000, you can do a live. You can come on your live. If you get to 1,000 followers, I've been on live even today on TikTok. I'm there more. Here, I'm doing maybe twice a week. I was there on last Wednesday, and then I'm here today. I'm waiting. As we wait for a few people to come on, let me ask. You know, all these questions I have, it would be best if we wait for everyone to be here. But maybe what I can talk about for now. By the way, I'm not an expert, but I love to learn things. So I'm always hopping through news when they have webinars, when they have free trials, all those things. I do them. That's how I get this knowledge. That's how I've discovered this quiz, and I'm going to share it with you. But this topic, I'm very passionate about it. By the way, I'm on here, I talk about business tips, and online tips, motivation. I used to talk about TikTok, not TikTok, YouTube tips, and I used to drive around. This time I'm not, and no one is asking about my driving. I guess that's why I'm not even driving anymore. I stopped driving, but I have a whole series. When I say Sherifa's free day here, the playlist, it shows you all my driving. I was driving in USA, showing new places, but no one has said where's the driving. I stopped doing it, and no one is actually asking for it, so I don't do it anymore. I stopped in the window. Oh, that's a new one. Namukwaya Rahima. Yes. You are welcome. We connected with you on TikTok, so that's very good to see you here. I'm talking money blocks. Now, Remember I said that I'm around experts a lot, especially when they offer free things and I bring them here. The topic, in fact, almost all our lives, what happens, we tend to behave like because of the things we picked up when we were children. You know, the experts say between the age of 0 to 6, 7, but I say even up to 10 years. You're still picking up behaviors, good or bad, good or bad. Like even the way you behave, if you look at your manners, if you are like a very clean person, maybe you grew up in a very clean home. If you don't care about putting things in order, maybe you grew up in a home where things were done like that. But today we are talking about money, okay? So, the experts say that what happened in your childhood concerning this topic of money is still following you right now. I know I have a little bit I'll share. Let me put a note here to share how this affected me, because I think it's true for me. So, now they're going to ask you questions to see how you are behaving right now. But those things have been following you from childhood. And then they're going to start right there, go back there. I call them limiting beliefs here. But now it's just, limiting beliefs can be general. It could be just feeling stupid or feeling whatever. But because it happened, someone called you stupid a long, long time ago. You grew up with it. So the money they're saying that right now, I'm going to ask a few questions, then we're going to get on, I'm going to talk about the quiz. By the way, the person who put this all together, these days I talk about her a lot. Natalie Ledwell came up with this idea of mind movies. Those are going to help you heal these childhood issues that we have. So now she's saying that, do you feel, now when I'm asking, please type in the chat. I want you to respond to this. That's why I do this live, because I did the same thing in the video, but no one was responding to me. Now I'm asking you, do you feel anxious asking or receiving money? Do you feel like shy when you want to ask, like maybe you want to pay something, or you have an issue with money, like borrowing, or maybe you want to ask someone, a friend, anyone, for money? Do you feel like you can't breathe, you're shaking? How do you feel when you have to ask someone for money? Please put in, or receive receive money from someone. This money is not yours. You're asking someone to help you out, or you're asking someone to give you, or how do you feel? So please put in a comment. I wish Charles was here. He will be giving us so let's see how you do. No, not this Charles Musaja. There is another one. Charles, there is another one. Wasaja, he makes us, no, Geoffrey. Actually, his name is Geoffrey. Charles, the other, I'm confusing the name, sorry. Geoffrey Wasaja. Geoffrey, where are you? You're giving us funny answers right now. How do you feel when you have maybe to borrow or to ask for money right now as an adult? How do you feel? Put a comment. Now I'm quiet. You know, when I come live, we have conversations. So Rahima, how do you feel? Do you feel like shy when you're asking like a friend for a loan or something, or asking your parent or whoever? Like you have to ask for money or receive money, like someone offered you money. How do you receive? Please put in the chat, because I'm about to ask you another question. Charles, how do you feel when you have to ask a friend for money? Put in a comment. I see more people on the side that are not chatting. Please chat. How do you feel? We have a few questions here, please. Let's do this. Yes. You not feel good. I think very few people feel good when they have to do that. Yes. So who else is answering that? Yes. So those things are going to connect to the way you behave. Let's ask another one. Okay, do you think sometimes it would be safer not have a lot of money? Do you feel it would be safer not have a lot of money? I'll give you an example. This topic is not, the example is not connected to this. But women who have been abused, maybe because they look beautiful or whatever, maybe they've been like abused by men or stuff. Do you know they gain weight intentionally? They stop looking good intentionally because they don't want to attract men. So that's just a side example. So they're asking now that, do you think sometimes it could be safer not to have money? Like you don't feel like, oh, I'm going to have a lot of money. You know, you could feel like, oh, I'm going to have a lot of money. People are going to bother me with their problems and all that. So do you feel like it's safer maybe thieves are going to come to steal it. Now you have to put to protect your home because you have a lot of money. Do you feel like that sometimes? Please respond to this. When I get a response, I move on. Do you feel, or do you think sometimes that it could be safer not to have like money? Oh, so for you, you want a lot of money, Charles? You are comfortable with having a lot of it? You're not scared that they're going to come take it? They're going to come bang on your door and steal it? Okay? So maybe you're ready. You're ready to have the money. So how about this one? Do you think sometimes, I wish Geoffrey was here on this one. Where is Geoffrey? You feel okay to have money? Okay, that's good. So do you think sometimes rich people don't make their money honestly? Do you feel maybe they're doing some unethical things, those rich people? Or you think they really earned it, they really made it? For me, I strongly believe, because I see it around me here, especially business owners. That's why I'm a very passionate business owner. People who create companies, people who create new products, they make their money, honestly. They have their ways of marketing and stuff, but they do it honestly. So what do you think? Okay, it's okay to have it? You just, maybe you're okay with that. There are people who feel like maybe I shouldn't have it, maybe, so they are repairing it by doing that. So do you think rich people are not making their money honestly? One time I talked about this here and someone said, yeah, some of them do things, they don't earn money honestly. What do you think? Do you think they make their money like properly, legally? What do you think? They pay all the taxes? What do you think? With the taxes, we covered this book. Those of you who are here when I read this book, we got all the tricks. A rich person told us how the rich people avoid paying taxes. But legally, they don't do it illegally. They know the tricks. So what do you think? How about one more? So no. I think that's what I said. But they said if you said yes to any of that, if you said yes to all the things I just said, that you may have money blocks. You may have money blocks. I'm not going to make this live so long because I know it's Sunday for many of you. Some of you have to sleep, right? But I think it will be a fun topic. So this is what happens. I put a link here, but don't go yet, okay? I'm going to give you the link in the chat, but I already have it on the video also. On this, it becomes a video after I finish the live. So people who come later, if you watch this later, look in the description. There's a link. It takes you to this quiz. It's a free quiz. And let's talk about these questions a little bit. The quiz they're going to ask you. Not the one I just asked. The ones they have on the quiz. So they say, some make it honestly, but some don't. Depends. Yeah. So it depends. Some don't. Especially in Uganda, there are people doing things that are scary even. Okay, I just been to Uganda. I had stories. Okay, now please respond to this one. What do you remember growing up about this topic of money? Do you remember like asking for money and they said money doesn't grow on trees? We don't have money. Do you remember that around you a lot as a child? Like when you wanted new shoes, or maybe you're going to school, you make a list of what you need, especially those who went to boarding schools. You make a list, and they cancel some things out. You don't need that. We don't have the money. Okay, what do you remember growing up? Please be honest, because this is how these things build up in you, and they're affecting you right now. What do you remember about money in your household? Was it a lot? When it's a lot, it can be a bad thing too. When it's a lot, there's no limit. It has spoiled people. That's a lot of money. Okay, let's see. Some make it honestly. Yeah, okay. I read that one already. So what happened? Charles, what happened in your household? Were there a lot of money, no limits on money? Or like someone used to say that in their household, in fact it affected the way they behave right now. Because he says that in their household, their mother would be like cooking, and then realizing there is no salt. And then he would say, go to the shop and bring some salt. So like things were never there until they needed to be used. And so what happened to him when he grew up, he buys things in too large quantities. He could go and buy a sack of salt and put it right there when he doesn't even need it. He said, I was tired of seeing, like, we buy little things and we buy them very, very late when you need it. So he hated it, and he ended up doing the opposite, the extreme opposite. So how did this affect you? Please put in the chat. That's why I come live, so we can chat about it. And please like it. Remember to like this live so YouTube can show other people. Please click on the like button. So please respond to this. We're having a conversation. I think I feel like calling. Where is Geoffrey? We need to find Geoffrey but he makes it too long. If Geoffrey came here, we'd be here like the whole night discussing money. So what do you remember growing up about money? Money is not enough. We cannot afford this, because those things are still affecting you right now. You may not understand it, but they are. Actually, they do. We had not money, but remember one day Dad advised me to work hard to get money in order to settle with it. Yeah, you see, if you had a parent who advised you to work and get what you want, that's a good thing. Because I remember Rich Dad, remember in this one, Rich Dad Poor Dad, the book, he was saying the question is not, I cannot afford it. Ask yourself, how can I afford it? So if a child says, I want a bike, a new bike, and they ask their father, okay, I want a bike. They say, okay, how can you get a bike? Go do this or do that. So that will be good advice to a child. Instead of saying we don't have money, or if they want it, suggest where they could go work and get it. You know, there are things done by young children. Yeah, you can go work and get it. So that's good, I think, Charles. Oh, welcome, Madina. Madina, hop up here and disappear really quickly. We are talking about a very important topic. What do you remember growing up? What was said in your household about money? When you said you needed something, what was the response of those people giving you money? Would they say, it's not here, we don't have enough, money grows on trees, or whatever, those kind of things? Or they just gave you without asking? Because that's affecting you right now. That lack mentality, if money was lacking, it's still affecting you right now. Oh, welcome, Omar. Welcome, Frederick. You are not hearing anything. I think it's everyone can hear. Please, can you hear me? Put in the chat. Can you hear me? Put yes or no. Someone saying they can't hear you. Oh, Anastasia. Welcome, my sister. You got your luggage? Or you got your luggage, my sister? Okay, please put yes if you can hear me. Frederick is saying, Frederick, it was my phone from, okay, I can hear. Okay, I'm talking. Oh, Hamza, he couldn't see Hamza. Oh, this is a great day. You're all here, Hamza. You're here for the first time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Yeah. Okay, good evening, everyone in the house. Welcome. Okay, my Ravida Sherifa, you're all here. I'm so happy to have you. We are discussing important things. Please listen to me, because I've been around rich people. And how, do you know that? You think about it. All those people you knew that didn't have money, and then they later got money. Do you know they had to leave? They had to go somewhere. Maybe they went to the city, or maybe they changed the environment. And then they came back with these ideas. Now, for you, lucky for you, you don't have to change, to go anywhere, because the internet brought it into your home. People had to go, and then they meet people who do things differently. I'm telling you, people are doing things differently. And they're saying, you could have opportunities around you right now, but you're blocking. You are just blocking the money from coming to you. So that's why I'm asking these questions. There is a free quiz that I'm going to share the link. It's already there, but don't go yet. Let's finish this. They're going to ask you, what do you remember growing up? Was it easy to have money? Or was it like I just shared the story of someone like they are cooking and they don't have salt yet? They send the child, go buy some salt. But the mom is cooking. And this man was tired of it, hated it. So when he grew up, he buys things in bulk, like bulk too much, what he doesn't need, because he was so tired of that. The lack. He did the opposite. He's wasting money now. So how is this affecting you right now? Where you grew up and how they are behaving around money. Please share. No, not yet. It's a whole mess. Yeah, you get it, okay? Okay, sorry, Miss Stella. Be positive. Be safe, Miss Sister. You know my sister, the one understand she just traveled, but they lost her luggage in the airport. She didn't get her luggage. My sister, at least you are alive and well, okay? Let's be positive, okay? Let's be positive. They delivered you, like I think Brown, Les Brown says, at least they delivered you safely. The luggage will come, okay? Be positive, sister. Okay, please share. What happened? Oh, welcome, Huzaifa. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. What happened in your household, please? Is affecting you today. You don't believe it, but it's true. The way they behaved with money. Growing up. Remember the years before you were like 10 years. Whatever happened, whatever they say, those adults, whether they are spending money or wasting it or not spending or not giving it to you, it's affecting you up to today. So that's why we need this money unblocking. Yeah. So are you responding to this? Because I'm about to move to another one. I have five questions. Then after that, we'll close it. You can go sleep. I'll send you to the quiz. So you go do it yourself. Because when they are asking you these questions, the way you answer, then they ask you another question. The way you answer, they ask you another question. Then they will later tell you, you have this block. They are blocks. And then she shares free movies, actually, 5-minute movies that you watch. She'll send them to you every day. That you have to watch to get yourself removing those blocks, okay? So, yeah. Is anyone responding to this? I asked, how do you remember growing up? Was it easy to have access to money? Medina, if you can hear me. Was it, Oma, was it easy? Remember your parents or whoever raised you? How are they behaving? Like you make that list, you're going to boarding school, you list. Were they like removing things? Or are they just saying, I'll tell you, for me, no one was removing things. They were just saying, okay, what do you need? Okay, you write it down, they give it to you. And I remember I used to be very excited going back to school because you'd get from different people the pocket money, like the official person would give you, and then a sister will give you, and then a brother will give you, and then someone will give you. And by the time you go to school, you have a bundle. I remember one time with my sister, we got a lot of money. We had to budget it to say, you know what, let's keep some for next term. So for me, I can't complain. It was good. So what about you? So it wasn't easy at all, but what were the words? Because someone was saying, she was telling a story, I was listening about this, that she didn't have money, okay? But she was not using, that the way she solved it with her children, she was a single mother, she would take these kids out and they go to the streets and look at homeless people. Because they want to teach you to have this feeling of abundance. Okay, I don't have the money, but I'm still fine. So she would take her children to the street to see homeless people. And after that, she would say, come back being thankful that at least they have a home, they have water in the house, they have electricity. They're not complaining. So she said they use the word abundant. Don't say, oh, we are poor or whatever. Say, we have abundance. Yeah, you have abundance of life and things and health and stuff. Don't allow the lack word to come in close to you. That's a problem, okay? I'm moving to the next one. Remember, there were 5. Okay, what best describes you when you set a money goal? Like when you are planning now, you're planning, maybe, this should be for Oma. When you're planning to save money, what are you thinking? You know, these are questions that I'm going to ask you on the quiz. That what describes you, how do you feel when you're setting a money goal? Do you set a big one? Do you set a small one? You think money is coming to solve that problem, or to get to your goal? Or you're saying, oh, let me set a small one because, I make very little money, so I'll set this one. How do you feel when you're setting a money goal? Anyone can respond quickly? Let me see. Dad was a safari man. Mom was hard-working lady, so she let out opportunity for me to look out my own money to eat. Yes, that was a good one. I'm telling you, Charles. Expand on that. You may find when you go do that quiz that actually didn't have many limiting beliefs because they let you think. Okay. Now I just asked another one. I said, what did it at all? Like when you set money goal, do you limit yourself? Or do you go big? Just put big or small. Just chat big goal, small goal. Then I'm moving on to the next question. I don't want this to be a very long life. So I know you are. I know about your time. It's 10 p.m. Uganda. Most of you are in Uganda, and 11 p.m. for those in UAE. So please, Chat quickly so you can move on. When you set big goals, do you set according to the money you make every month, or you just set big ones? It doesn't matter. You believe something will happen and the goal will be achieved. What's your mindset? Please put big or small. Big, small. You set big goals, small goals. Yeah, okay, big goals. That's good. That's good. So you need to learn to think, to not limit yourself, okay? Me, I said right here on Human YouTube channel, I used to set like limiting. Like if you know you're making $1 million a month, then you break it down. You say, now I cannot do that because this is how much I make. I'm learning to remove these limiting beliefs on myself. Yeah, big goal. Okay, good. Yeah, it's big. Oh, I didn't know your time was 10, like Uganda. I always don't know your time, sister. When I send you messages, I never know your time. Now I know. Your time is like Uganda. So that's good. I'm moving to the next one. Remember, there are 5. That was number 2. Number 3. So how do you react to an unexpected expense? You know how you have your money all lined up? Like for us adults, that's for rent, that's for this, it's finished, right? And then something comes up. Maybe for you, if you have young children, I don't have young children anymore, but the child gets sick. Like this is entering your budget. How do you feel? They're asking. How do you feel? How do you react to an unexpected expense? Something unexpected shows up, like your car breaks down. If you drive a car, you say, oh my God, it entered my budget. How do you feel? Big goal, that's good. So please, comment on that. How do you feel when a big thing happens and interrupts your budget? Like you had this money set for this and something comes up. Or maybe you don't have money at all, something comes up. Because I have a point there that I've been studying also on that issue. Let me see what you say. How do you respond when something interrupts your money? Like now I have to pay for this, it just came up, an emergency, especially sickness. Something comes. How do you react? Please respond so I can, there's a point I have on that I've been learning. I see many people, don't type long ones, do short so you can go. Okay, so that's a good attitude, Charles. I didn't know you are like this. Do you know, as you are all thinking about what to type, there is something I learned that's very interesting. Because they say, as you are dealing with those things, instead of feeling like, oh, now I'm spending all this money, just be thankful. Just be thankful that you are even spending that money. That learn to just be grateful. So when you go to buy food, just be grateful. Instead of saying, oh, I spent all of it, it's finished. Just be grateful that you had it, that you are able to spend this money. So it's change your mindset. Don't allow lack to enter you, like your brain. You know, there's a brain. Like, be always grateful, whatever you have. And while I'm still on that point, there is something else I told you, I'm always studying things. They said, what is blocking our success is because when you set a goal, you don't celebrate progress. Not celebrate like go have a party, but being for every step you take. You know, I call my message is take a step to better you. But every step you take, be thankful, be grateful. This gratitude message, those of you who are around me, I say it every time. Every time. We need to learn to be grateful. So when you have 10 steps to take, you take number 1, you are thankful that you did. You take number 2, you're thankful that you did. You see that it gets easier. It gets easier. Don't wait until the goal is finished. If your goal is save so much money, whenever I put a saving away, be thankful. Be thankful. And when you spend money, be thankful. That one surprises me. Be thankful. I just spent it. Yes, be thankful. So I think gratitude is the message, okay? Number 4, that how do you feel when you are, alhamdulillah, it's God's wish, yes. How do you feel when making a large purchase? Like it's big. You know, like how you buy furniture? I don't know how much furniture costs these days. I don't know the first time I saw someone buy a new set of like the couch, like in the house. It was very expensive. Do you know how much those things cost? How much is it a nice set of chairs, not chairs, sofas in Uganda right now. Anyone who knows about the good one, I mean, it's set for the nice house. How much is it right now? Because I remember at that time there were millions of men that said, how do you spend that kind of money on just a set of chairs? Oh, I thought that was too much. So how do you feel when you spend money on a big thing? Like maybe you bought a car. Maybe you have cash to buy a house. I don't know. That how do you feel? That's one of the questions they're going to ask you. Will you feel like, oh, it's finished? Or you feel I'm good, I'll make some more? Or how do you feel? But be careful, wallahi, Charles. Be careful, because there could be something else. There could be something else, like the other person I said, who was tired of small things. Now he turns out to be extravagant. Like when he goes to the store, to a shop to buy shirts, he doesn't buy one. So when he likes a shirt, he buys a blue one, a red one, a gray one, the same shirt. So it may turn into a bad thing. So be careful. You may spend and then not save. Remember, that's another topic. We have to save and invest, okay, for the future. Okay, so how do you feel about a large purchase? I never gone to boarding school. Oh, I'm sorry, Medina. You don't know the feeling of boarding school. Oh, it's good, but it's not so good. You finish the money and have nothing. Except those who have some left. They call it tamagenda, and they are spending all of it. They are going home. Okay, so sorry, Medina, I didn't have that experience. I've had so many people these days telling me they never went to boarding school. It can be good, can be bad. If you are there and you don't have all the necessities, it's sad actually. It's a sad experience. That's why now I understand some schools bring new clothing, because I remember whenever you were there, like we had Eid or whatever, people have with their cute new dresses, you don't have. Sometimes it can be bad. So that's why some schools you have uniforms for, like when you are out of they have a school uniform for day and uniform for class. Because of those things, some people feel very, very bad if you're around rich people, okay? Rich kids. Okay. Kids with rich parents. What do you feel when making a large purchase? You said you love, I love doing big purchases. Okay. Now, the last one. What best describes your view of giving back? Sharing. What's your view of sharing? That's my other topic here. Do you share when you have enough? Do you share from the little you have? What's your feeling? Do you feel happy when you're sharing? Please, it's gonna be my last one. Then I'm gonna tell you how you get to this quiz. How do you feel when you have to share? I had no one giving money yes, see, that's a limiting belief, Amadina. Get to this quiz. It's a limiting belief because it could be affecting you right now. What happened in your childhood? That feeling of taking care of yourself, paying your own school fees, or that struggle. So you could have, now let me become a little expert for a minute. You could be thinking, Medina, that it's always going to be hard. Because it was hard in childhood, you had to pay for your own school fees, you couldn't afford going to boarding school and all that. Up to now, you could be thinking that things can never come easy. And guess what? You are creating that reality. So you need these, please, you need these videos. And when they come, watch them. Let me tell you what happens. First respond to that. How do you feel when you're giving away? Because whatever big purchase I make, I struggle to get it. See, you just use the word struggle. You just, Rahma, you just use the word struggle. It's not good. It's not good to use words like that. That I struggle to get this, I struggle. No. So that's why you need to be around this lady. I'm telling you, she has something that are free. Some are sold for those who have money, but some are free. When you see me sharing here, I'm sharing where there is something free. She may want to sell to you, but just go to what you can afford, okay? So these my movies are free. I just noticed, because I'm like, oh, you're back. Feel good sharing, because it always comes back in expectation. Yes, you have to feel good sharing. But then when do you share? I've been asking this topic. Do you share when you've had enough, or you feel like you have extra, or you share from the little you have? Respond to that, then I'll share this link. Do you share because you have more than enough, you feel like, oh, now I have some extra to share, or do you share from the little you have? Let me see your answer. Well, how do you handle sharing? Because the Christians will tell you they share 10%. I had one marriage was almost falling apart because the man, when he got his check, had to send 10% to the church before he paid the rent. And the wife was saying, "What's this? You're sending all the money over there before you even take care of your home." So I don't know about that. They have the 10% there. Okay, share from the little you have. If you can learn, believe me, if you can learn to share from the little you have, your life is going to change. From now on, if you think you're going to just pile it, and then have enough before you share, learn to share from the little. Learn to share from the little. If that's the big lesson you're learning from here, please take it. Start today. From the little you have, give away. Make it a point. Whenever you make some money, whenever money comes into your life, make sure you give away some. Give away some of it. Don't say, "Oh, I don't have enough. You see, that's all I got, and I have more bills." No, share it, because God is gonna send you more. You'll be surprised. Now, those who want to know my the statement, I always want to share. I share whatever I have it. Yes, no. Don't say depends on. Rahma, don't say depends on. Just commit to sharing from the little you have. Commit to it. You'll see what it does. It's going to do wonders for you. It's going to do wonders for you. Just commit that whenever money comes to me, I share some. It doesn't matter how small. If you get 10,000, share. Even if it's just 500, just share it. Keep it up next. Yeah. So, by the way, I'm more active on TikTok. I have 2 accounts on TikTok. On one of them, Madina, you've been around me. I've been sharing the money statement. I think some of you have heard me. I keep sharing the money statement. By the way, we lost Bob Proctor. He died, the one who taught us these things. Not this one I'm teaching you now. The one I'm sharing now. The one about the money statement. I'm happy, I'm grateful. Just 2 days ago, I think, I was on a live on TikTok. I'm on live more on TikTok now, but I have 2 accounts. So I show up on one to remind people to be grateful. That's the main message I bring. And then someone showed up. I don't think she's here or now. She could be here, by the way. If you are here, please type in the chat. I was sharing this money statement. So I keep saying, who wants to hear it? Who wants to write it down? So some people would say yes. So when they say yes, I go slowly, I read it slowly, they write it. So I say, please, let me know if something happens with your money. Go read this statement. I said, read it at least 100 times. The person who taught it said, repeat it like a parrot. Those of you who are Muslims, you know how we do our subhanallah, alhamdulillah, like that. I think that's why God asked us to repeat those things. Repeat it. So he said, repeat it. So I said, repeat it 10 times. Do sets of 10. So like find a moment, say it. Find another moment, say it. Find another, so that you can have 100 in a day. You know, she put it just today. I just read a note she put on one of the videos. She said, I cannot believe it. The other day I was on your live, and then you can go see what she put. Money showed up. And this money shows up where you don't expect it. An opportunity comes where you don't expect it. If you keep with this statement, you keep doing these things start opening up. But if you think you're going to just create, you say, oh, I'm here planning it. And no, you cannot plan it. You plan, but God knows. God opens up things for you. So you just have to believe, you have to be a good person, you have to be grateful, you have to share, be happy, okay? I call it the happy moment. Be happy, happy, happy. Okay? Now, let's see what I'm saying. Madina, really, I love to see people sharing whatever small they have. May Allah bless you more. Yeah. So Anastasia, yes, I saw that comment under your video today. Yeah. And I was sharing 2 days ago. But you see what happens? All these things I said, sister, Anastasia, you see me? I say things all the time. Whenever I learn, I rush to record the video. People hear me. See how here I'm saying these things? How many of you are going to go take this quiz? How many of you are really going to do it? Once I shut up this live, I shut it down, you're all going to sleep. But you still say, no money, the opportunities are... What about those people around you? I just been to Uganda. People were taking me to their homes. People I grew up with. They have these nice homes in Uganda. They're rich. They made the money. I was watching. They went to school. They did good jobs, but they have abundance. Abundance can be there where you are. Now, right now, in my community, I have many people in UAE, Dubai, UAE, Saudi Arabia, where they come. They are in Saudi Arabia. They want to come to America. People in Uganda, they want to go to Saudi, to UAE. So you keep thinking, let me go over here, let me go over there. They said, one sent me a message the other day saying, will you receive me? I want to go get a visa to come to America. Will you receive me? Come pick me from the airport. I said, do you even know what you're talking about? You are going to America to do what? Because I'm going to get a visa. I said, do you know that visa, they're going to give you like 1 month to stay in America. After that, they'll be asking you to leave. So they think just entering America, then you are done. Please settle where you are. Learn to create life where you are. That's my message. I said, come learn how to make money online. Now I'm getting to other things. Be on TikTok. Let me share my TikToks here. Okay, let's see. Yes, I saw that comment. These are my 2 TikToks. If you really care, be on TikTok because that's where I come and share more. Take a step. This one is where I come more. Take a step. That's for motivation and success habits. Then I have the other one. I want to teach people how to create businesses. This is the second one. So I committed. Sometimes I come at midnight my time because I know people are waking up. Please wake up grateful. Be thankful. Then I come again the same day. It's around 2 p.m. my time. I say, I remind you again, be grateful before you sleep. So if you keep that vibration, that's when good things happen. Good things can happen where you are. You don't have to go to another country. If you're now in UAE, where you are is where you're going to create your life. Then, if you're in UAE, my wish for you is to learn and have the laptop lifestyle. Buy your laptop. Medina, congratulations. That's for Medina. You finally bought your laptop. Then learn how to make money online. I say, I have a company. I'm looking for people to work for me here. Go learn things and work. There are people in Uganda working for companies in America. One of the homes I inspected, my friend's home, she works for a US company. But you study and learn. You put in the effort, okay? Okay, now I'm shutting this one down. I'm sending you a link. Please, go discover if you have these limiting beliefs. And I think you will. You'll find some limiting beliefs for yourself. This is what happens. On that link that I just, don't go yet. Let me tell you what happened. You're going to find a page. You have to choose if you're a male or female. And then she's going to ask you these questions. So as you keep answering, they move you more and more and more. Then finally, they're going to ask you if you want to know your answers. They're going to ask at that point your email. So when you send the email, I think later they're going to give you some free videos, depending on what your issue was. For me, the first video they sent me, this was some time ago by the way, I did this like a year ago. I said today, let me go share. The fear of money. The video, they come 5. Yes, Medina, continue to do that. But also, those limiting beliefs of everything has to be hard, no. But you have to learn. Things don't just find you in bed sleeping. You see me, I'm always learning. You see all these books, I'm always learning. So, the fear of money was the first video I got. That actually could be scared of money. And it's true. I get scared of large sums of money. I don't want a lot of it. So let me share. I said I will share what happened to me in my childhood that I think affected this fear of money. Later though, when I was in school, I told you what happened sometimes. But later, when I was working, we owned the shop. We owned the shop. We used a family shop. We all worked. So I don't remember getting a single penny being paid to me because I was working. We would work like from morning to evening. You open the shop, you do a spare shop. Like when you're holiday, like in morning, like 7 a.m. after like 9 p.m. you're working. But I never received the salary. That's why you see me, whenever I'm doing things, I'm doing free. I go on Zoom for free. People do these Zooms, they pay money to take people on Zoom. I say, come free, I'll share free. Because it's like, I don't value my time that much. Right now, spending time with a person, you could call me, I talk for a whole hour telling all this, because I don't value my time. Which I should be valuing my time. So I have to learn to value my time because I use this for free for many years because of that. So see, I just shared something. And for me, it didn't happen as a child. It happened later because I was on like maybe 14, 15 years like that. But we were always working and never paid. Although, of course, at the end of when you're going back to school, they pay your school fees. But working all those hours without being told, okay, this is your salary or whatever, it affected me. I find myself doing things for free. So you might be doing things not knowing that's what happened when you're young, okay? So I just shared, I think, the link. Appreciate your work always, Madam Sherifa. However, it feels aren't that serious, but I love it after a big up. No, you need to be serious. I keep telling you, Charles. You started doing TikTok videos, now you disappeared. Let's create a TikTok community where, by that, I hesitated going to TikTok until later I said, I think I have to go. Because they said it's young people. I said, okay, it's young people. I'll go share what I know with the young people. So I'm there, very active. If you get to 1,000 followers, then we'll come to your lives, we support you. That's what I do. I'll invite you again to come to my Facebook group. I closed it up now. I'm about to open it up again. Okay, when you go to the quiz, you're going to choose whether they're male or female. And then they're going to start asking you these questions. And depending on how you answer, then they're going to ask you at the end that now do you want to know your results? You have to give your email so they can send you the results. But somewhere I think you have to choose if you want to receive these videos. She has 5-minute videos. She'll send them to you. And the first one I got was the fear of money, sharing why you could be scared of money. And another one was learn how to love money. Can you imagine if someone came to you and said, I think you don't love money? Would you believe it? You think you love it? Maybe you don't. And there's something, let me share it before I leave also. No. What I said, TikTok started off as young people. Mrs. Nostalgia, my sister. TikTok started off as a platform for young people. They're just changing it. Let me tell you, they just introduced business on TikTok just 2 years ago. It wasn't for people like us at first. It was just people dancing, singing and dancing and doing stuff like that. It was just changed. Oh, Robert, thank God. Yeah, thank you, Robert. Okay, so TikTok. Yes, good night. But I gave you the link, okay? Go make sure you get your quiz and find out if you have those blogs, and then get the videos. Yes, I was about to share something. Those of you who can wait. Tony Robbins. Who knows Tony Robbins? Do you know Tony Robbins? Put if you ever heard of the word Tony Robbins, the name Tony Robbins. Let me put it for you. Are you familiar with this man? I think that double B, I think, Robbins. Please go find my TikToks and follow me. You'll see me there more. Because I went there to share what I know. Tony Robbins, I think it's a double B. He shared something powerful. Because he was young, he was about 17, and they didn't have money. So his mother was asking, he's a millionaire by the way, the one I'm talking about. He wanted to, his mother was suggesting that he goes drive a truck. You know when they say trucks, the big, you call them trucks, lorries, whatever, those big transit goods trucks. I mean, that will be the version for you, but here the big trucks. So because at that time they were paying like good money. So, but then he had an experience when he didn't have money for food, I think very little money. You have to hear him tell the story because he ended up giving whatever he had to this young boy. The young boy had told him that he didn't have money, whatever. And he said the feeling he got, okay, he stayed without money. He had zero now. But the feeling he got after giving it away, he said, I want to have that feeling again. Anyway, his story is long. Right now he shares something very powerful. He says that keep some money in your wallet. The money, like in America, $100. $100, the bill, the large bill. He said, even if you don't have, like if you have, instead of keeping $100 in your bank, keep it in your wallet. Keep it where you see it. Because whenever you see it, you're going to feel like you have money. Don't use it though. He was saying don't use it, just keep it. He got that tip from someone. He told me, keep money around you so you feel like you have a lot. Although you don't, okay? So then he started seeing things going up, things changing. Now he's training people how to attract money. He's a millionaire. I think you know Tony Robbins. Anyone knows him? Bye-bye, Medina, bye. Thank you for joining. So that's a tip. Your money, instead of, Uma, are you still on here? Keep some money in your wallet. What is the largest bill in Uganda? What's the largest? Is it 50,000? Is it 50,000, the largest bill in Uganda? Have a 50,000 note in your wallet, on your handbag, somewhere, but don't use it. But whenever you look at it, you're going to feel rich. That's the tip he gave. Try it. Okay, I'm cutting off here. Again, I'll share this one more time. Please go take the quiz. When they say, she gives, at some point she gives things for free, but then later she starts selling. It's up to you what you do with that. May I give you information? Okay, there are those 5-minute videos. When they come to you, please, when she offers them for free, watch them. They take just 5 minutes to watch it. It comes like every day. I think she gives it for like 5 days. Watch it, because like I told you, one of mine was the fear of money. Maybe I was scared of money. And then learn how to love money and attract more. Okay? Thank you for joining. I see more people coming. I don't understand. Anyone with any questions? Anyone here from TikTok? You just came here and you are from TikTok. That's why you connected with me. Please put in the chat. TikTok member, so I know you. Many of you have been my members for a while. If you only knew me from TikTok, please put in the chat. And if you have any questions, I'll answer them now. I'm about to cut it off. Like it, share it, invite more people. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I want to get to 15,000 subscribers. I even forgot to ask you, who wants to be in my video when I celebrate 3 years on YouTube? Who wants to be in my video? I think sister, she left already. Anastasia, did she leave? Miss Patience, are you gone? Who wants to be in a video when we are celebrating 3 years on YouTube? All I need is what you have, any message you've learned from this channel. Any message, that's all you record, like 2 minutes video, and you say, this is what I've learned from this channel. Start collecting those. Who wants to, last time I got someone, who was that? Geoffrey wanted to be here. It's sorry, I didn't ask while Madina was still here. Anyone wants to be in my video? If you do, put it in the comment. I say not your name, but I'll ask again. It's like a 2-minute video. You just say my name is so and so. You say the country where you are, and you say I've watched Sherifa since I know this channel for this time and this time. This is what I've learned, the message I've took away from this channel. That's all, and that's your video. Who wants to do that? Anyone wants to record? Not right now. If you do, I'll contact you by phone. Then you practice a little bit until you get it right. Then we put it in the video. By June, it has to be like by June. Like, let's see, today is what, 19th? Oh, like a week from now, I'll have to have that video. A week from now, latest. We are on 19th. We have to have it like by the 25th, 26th, around there, because July 1st is when I started my channel, and I'll be celebrating 3 years. So no one wants to be in the video. For those of you who watch this later, please put in the comments, in the comment section, whatever you think about what's going on here. And you look below the description, you'll find the description of this video. There is a link that takes you to this quiz that I'm talking about. Please go work on your issues, your money issues. Let's attract more, okay? I think no one is typing. If you have a question for me, please put in the chat right now. I'm about to cut this one off. Anyone with a question? No? Please like the video. Share it. Share with others. I think this is useful information. Share with your friends, okay? And those of you who watch it later, thank you. Leave a comment for me. You know what I see here when I come live? I ask you to leave, you can't leave comments yet, right? When it comes the video, please, could you come and give it some comments? We chat a lot, but we don't add comments. And if you don't, then YouTube doesn't show it to other people. Okay, no one has a question for me? I'm getting off. Any, ask any. Oh, Aula, Aula, we missed it. There is a quiz though. You can go do this quiz. You can go do that quiz, see if you have money blocks. I'm closing it. But I see more people. If you have any questions, ask me before I leave. Aula, we're talking money blocks. It was a nice meeting here with my people. I don't see you anywhere, Aula. I don't see you on TikTok. At least be on this TikTok. Take a step today. Be on that one. That's for success habits and motivation. There are a lot. Please follow me on TikTok. Follow me here. Subscribe on this channel and click on the notification. When you're on TikTok and you see in the description or in the bio, there is a link that takes you to actually this quiz too, and all the other stuff I do, especially if you are interested. Oh, you're asking me? I spent a whole hour discussing money blocks. Aula, I don't know why you came late. Sorry, watch it, and then afterwards go take your quiz. But best if you watch it first because I explained, okay? Thank you all. Bye-bye.